Going on to you, Capricorns. So you have the Temperance, the Devil, and the Four of Swords. Capricorn is represented as the devil in the major arcana. So you showed up in your own reading in the second card. Crazy. And then the Temperance represents the guardian angel, pretty much. So it's a dichotomy. So a lot of you Capricorns, this is about you Capricorns having to do the wise thing and put an end to an interaction that some of you Capricorns may be having with this Four of Cups person, this character, Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. This whole top row is about walking away. This whole reading is about walking away. Let me see. Some of you Capricorns you were getting to know somebody, but they made you feel caged. You may have even have been in a relationship with them and they still made you feel caged. They made you feel very much so alone, even though you were in a relationship with them, or you could have been in a potential one, right? It was one that was starting to brew up, starting to pop up. And this person immediately showed you soon after getting to know them just how devious and dysfunctional and downright manipulative they were and are. So a lot of you realize now this person could have even been a drunk. They had some sort of addiction issues, some sort of, whether it's gambling or maybe even that liquor, that liquid, if you know what I mean, they had a problem with. And they may have said and been trying to say some things, may have done some things to your tribe, right, where it went from 0 to 100 very quickly. And obviously you Capricorns don't like that. Obviously y'all want somebody to actually be able to have some sort of integrity and decency to them, right? You want to be, y'all Capricorns, y'all want to be dignified, Capricorn and Virgo are the zodiac signs of dignity, right? Being dignified, needing to have respect, needing to be respected. And none more stands out than you Capricorns when it comes to respect. So then now you have the Eight of Cups, and it represents, once again, letting go of that person. So the whole top row is about letting go, and it's about using your wisdom. And even if you Capricorns, let's just say you Capricorns, right, the ones of you that aren't in a connection with somebody, it says that these 5 cards are still showing that you should walk away. Whenever it is that you start to see how a person begins to turn and you don't really have any kind of real explanation as to what in the world is going on, you should be doing this. The Ten of Wands, you should be walking away, never looking back. You see how this person's back is turned to the other card. This represents anyone that has some sort of real dysfunction and isn't really ready and is broken and is dysfunctional. And this represents you. But notice how it is that your back and this person's back is turned to each other, meaning that you Capricorn shouldn't even be wanting to come back to them and wanting to interact with them anymore, because you Capricorns are already supposed to understand, you know what it is that you're going to get with a dysfunctional relationship. A person who is dysfunctional is never reliable. They're a snake, a poisonous one. And then you have the Three of Cups, and then you have the Judgment. You have to learn to be, the Three of Cups, you have to learn to be around people who you can trust, friendship-wise as well as romantic. You know why? Because the Three of Cups is also saying that if you don't, you also, people, right, as well as this Judgment. I have so much to talk about. It's just that sometimes I just gotta slow down a little bit because my mind be moving faster. But if you are not becoming more sure about you having the ability, Capricorn, to make sure that you can trust some people, you know what it is that's going to happen, Capricorn? There's a chance where this person can be ripping and running around and telling everybody about you, but yet the way that they talk about you behind your back is all downhill and about how it is that they don't really want you and that you're terrible to be around. You're not even a good lover. You whack, all of this type of stuff. So, and then the Three of Cups mixed with the Judgment, then you have people now who this significant other, quote unquote, that you're getting to know or talking to these people about how terrible you are. Now people start being like this on some Three of Cups stuff. They start having T, pinky finger pointed out, T, and all this other type of stuff about, gossiping or drama about how it is, good and all this. So you Capricorns have to be very careful about how and whom you really allow yourself to be associated with. And that, once again, y'all stick around too much. The Page of Cups now and the Empress are all about how because you stick around too long because you be wanting to actually see the good in people, and they disappoint you, unfortunately. The Empress, however, represents, but first and foremost, Capricorn, it has to start internally. It has to start with you. And what I mean when I say it has to start with you, I mean from the perspective of you Capricorns have to start taking care of yourselves way better. Okay? You have to first and foremost become okay with being alone. I know a lot of y'all Capricorns not necessarily going to want to like that, but it's the truth. A person who cannot be good being by themselves, single, as sure as you knows what, is not going to be very good while they're trying to get to know somebody, because it's more work. Not only is it work, it's more work, because you got to deal with yourself and take care of yourself, but you also have to take care of or look out for a whole other person as well. And they got to do that juggling act of doing the very same thing for you. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Emperor. So to clarify the Empress, the Eight of Cups, which you already have, Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups. Interesting. So the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles represents, you have to, like I said, you have to learn to take care of yourselves better. You have to be a little bit more serious about your time and not allowing people to waste it. How do they waste it? You Capricorns will see problems with these people that are deep-seated problems. And a lot of you Capricorns can think that you can change them. Stop thinking that you can change them. Then you Capricorns have the Hierophant. Trust yourself. You know right now, you Capricorns know right now all the things in your life that you could possibly be changing about yourselves and looking into, and things that you actually need to improve on. Improve on those things. The Nine of Cups and the King of Cups, however, represents, because if you don't, people are going to try to take advantage of you. But if you do, you'll have a better time later than you are now having. And the King of Cups represents, because it'll be very much so more difficult for people to try to play you if you have some internal things worked out about you. You need to work on being able to see who a person is for them and then cutting them off, because you can actually see that they don't really mean you any good, nor do they even mean themselves any good. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.